there's some of the older guys made some mistakes early in that basketball game that can't be made by those guys. If we're going to play well in that environment and against that good of a team, the older guys have got to start the game and play the way that they're capable of. And they made some mistakes, some fundamental mistakes early in the game that all of a sudden, we're down 14-4, and it's a 7-point game with 15 minutes left. So we had some mistakes made early that we hadn't made for a while. We've gotten great leadership out of Clint, out of Jeremy, and those guys made a couple mistakes on both ends early in the game. It doesn't mean that they're not playing great. It doesn't mean they're not two of our three best players or our two best players. I mean, that they made some mistakes early in that game that they know they can't make. So I think it gives us a chance to learn a lot about that situation and get better. So I don't feel like we're going to get set back from it. I just think it pointed out that we got to get better. I think it's a real benefit to be playing the Wichita State last Saturday, Illinois State coming up Saturday, having those games toward the end of the season. Because as I talked about, we learned a lot on Saturday, and that's good for us as we go ahead into the last week, and then obviously the next week heading down to St. Louis. And Indiana State has played very well in their last 5 games. So we're going to get the same thing against Indiana State in terms of being tested and finding some more out about where we're at in some key areas. So we're going to get in all 3 of these games. And I like that. I like playing these teams and these games at this point in the season.